Greetings, yogis. This is Derek with Denver Yoga Underground. Today, I'll share what I consider to be the most important or central point of reference for designing a yoga asana sequence. This information could be beneficial if you have a home practice or you're a teacher and you're looking for, a deeper angle on how we put classes together. To begin, people design yogasana sequences based on a number of categories or points of references or sequencing principles, such as clumping together standing poses or having a theme such as heart opening and putting all heart opening poses together, or something more general like, my style is vinyasa, or could be simply an exercise in choreography, like how do I creatively get from A to B to C to D, rinse and repeat on the second side, etc. So these are all ways of relating to asana. And I'd actually like to take a step back and begin with the question, why? Like, why am I putting together the class in the manner in which I am? Why am I sequencing the poses in this particular order? Or another way of phrasing that is to say, to what end? Like, where is all this heading? I'm doing these yoga asanas. Generally, they probably feel good, and it's all going to come out in the wash, and I'll wind up feeling like a more integrated human being. That's certainly a valid motivation. And I believe we can get even more specific as to how to use the poses towards a specific end. So examples of end goals could sound something like self-regulation, or to become calm, to become neutral, to become more elevated. And the Sanskrit word for those three basic categories of kind of mood state or quality of being is langana, which means reductive, or more commonly understood as grounding; samana, which means same or equal; and then brahmana, which means like energized or enthusiastic. And we can use the poses skillfully to cultivate either one of those three energies and some other possible gradation in between those energies. Now, how do we do that? How do we know which path or quality of energy we're cultivating? Well, it comes back to a really simple idea, and that is the orientation of the spinal axis. So the manner in which our spine is positioned, and there's 6 basic ways that we can position the spine, will have a reliable corresponding psychological, mental, emotive, energetic kind of impression. Simple examples: you do a lot of back bends, that tends to be more stimulating or brahmana type energy. You do a lot of forward folds, that's going to cultivate langana, reductive or grounding energy. Other categories beyond back bends and forward folds is twists. So twist is what's called samana energy, or same or neutral or equal. I consider it really the absence of friction. Lateral positioning, so moving the spine in a sideways position like so, Parsvakonasana, Trikonasana, Parigasana, these are all examples of neutral spine, like what you see here, as well as inversions. So going upside down, headstand, shoulder stand would be another examples of inversions. All provide a basic graph or kind of visual write-up in the comments below. I'll provide that link below so that you can begin to line up how the orientation of the spine, one of 6 categories, can cultivate or point you towards more langana energy, grounding, reductive; samana energy, more even, neutral, symmetry kind of feeling; or brahmana, excitatory energy, as a basic sketch. Now, this is something that you will, with practice, you get more skillful at recognizing how to cultivate a specific a variety of energy. What's more, the spinal axis in and of itself is a central feature in many meditative techniques or kriyas. The mind and the breath can be channeled or traced or tracked upon the spinal axis to induce particular states of meditation. This is the spinal axis is regarded as the axis of awareness in the yoga process. And there's physical asana as well as meditative kriya as well as pranayamas that we can do in relationship to the spine that profoundly shift our experience of awareness. Okay. Thank you, all my liking, subscribing, commenting friends. If you have further questions, I'm happy to answer them here or perhaps do another video on them. So thank you all for your life and participation and mutual love of yoga. Hope to see you on the path. Peace.